Hey everyone, this is Jacob6875 here with a video about my opinion of the new extended endings for Mass Effect 3 that BioWare released. Now, the first issue I have with these endings, I thought, well, first of all, let me say they were definitely better than the endings that were already in the game, and they should have been in the game when it came out. There's really no excuse for them not having them in the game when it released. They should have delayed it to summer if they couldn't have had them in the game. But anyway, the first thing is BioWare said on Twitter and a couple other places that they needed to replay from your first storming the Elusive Man's base, and you pretty much had to anyway because that's your previous saved game is right there. So, but as I played through it, I realized nothing was different, and nothing is different. Nothing is different until you storm that beam that transports you up into the Citadel. So you basically have to come back to a game that you haven't played for 3 months. Well, I haven't played it for 3 months anyway, and redo the hardest parts, which kind of sucked. But anyway, when I finally got there, the first issue that they fixed, which I had a problem with, was how on earth did your crew members get back on the Normandy? Well, apparently, when everyone was storming to desperately try to get up in that beam, Harbinger shot at you and your two teammates and knocked you all down, and a couple tanks magically, not tanks, or whatever they're called, vehicles flipped over and provided cover. And so Shepard and, well, I had Liara and Tali with me, sat behind that vehicle that was flipped over and decided to call in the Normandy for help, for rescue. So the Normandy, despite the fact that there's a battle going on, flies down to pick up Shepard's two squad mates. And they get in, and my Shepard was talking to Liara, and is like, I love you, Liara. I love you too, Shepard. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh my gosh. And Harbinger during all this time, she's like sitting there, not firing. It's like, I'm not sure what Harbinger actually was doing there, but hey, whatever. Harbinger's like, yeah, I'll let Liara and Tali escape. No problem. Despite the fact I've been trying to kill the Normandy the entire second game and kill Shepard. Whatever. And my other problem with the Normandy coming in to rescue is Shepard, I don't know, someone specifically asked if they were going to use air support to defeat Harbinger in order to get into the beam. And I think one of the guys in charge said, no, it's impossible due to interference. That's what they said. There's interference, so planes can't go in. So that leaves me wondering, how could the Normandy fly down right next to Harbinger and pick up Liara and Tali in my game? Wasn't there this interference that was supposedly stopping them? Well, apparently not when they need a bad plot device for BioWare. And then the other issue is, I mean, if Normandy can fly down and get within 100, 200 yards of the beam and a Harbinger, why didn't it take out Harbinger, like shoot at it? It just flies in there from orbit, picks up two people, and leaves. It doesn't pick up any of the other people. They're like lying on the ground dying. Or what I thought is like, why didn't all my squad mates get off the Normandy and like helped and try to defeat Harbinger or something? No, Joker just picks up my two squad mates and leaves. So while it does make sense, well, it still doesn't make sense, honestly, but it shows how they were rescued. I think it's just a cop-out that BioWare put in there, that they realized they made a stupid choice by the Normandy supposedly abandoning the fight and making it look like that with your squad mates on board. But it would have made a lot more sense if the squad mates with you just died and Normandy never came down to rescue you, but whatever. So you get up, and so then once Normandy leaves, everything else is the same. You go into the beam, you shoot the Marauder shields who got so popular. You get teleported up, you walk down the hallway, talk to the Elusive Man, either convince him to kill himself or you kill him, that's all the same. Then you get beamed up you were going to activate the Crucible, but you fall down and you get taken on the platform up to the top of the ship. Blah, blah, blah. That's all exactly the same. So once you're at the top, you talk to the Star Child, who, as far as I know, opens up with the exact same dialogue. But now you have 3 prompts where you can get more information about it. Like you can ask about the Crucible, ask about the Reapers, and ask about the Catalyst, I think. And it's something about the Catalyst is just a power plant. That's all it is. There's nothing special about it. Just provides power to the whatever Crucible or Citadel, whatever. And the Reapers they're not beings created by the Star Child or something. They are, but they're the species thoughts that have been destroyed over the last however many years, which is kind of weird, but whatever. And then you basically proceed as normal. He describes each situation. You can ask for slightly more information about it, like the ending where you destroy ending, it's called, I guess. You can ask him, like, will I be destroyed? And he like explains it further. Same with the synthesis ending and the control ending. You just get like a prompt in each one to get a little more detail about it, but it's really not necessary. And well, the first thing I'm gonna do is say they added a 4th ending, amazingly. And there's 2 ways to trigger it. You can either keep going, that's a bad idea for each decision, and then you go, screw you, I'm not doing any of those choices. So the Star Child goes, alright, it's over. And then he just leaves, and Shepard's just stuck standing on the top of the Citadel. And the universe apparently loses to the Reapers, and the cycle starts over. And it cuts to that, like, time capsule thing, that just like the Protheans had, only it's Liara talking. And Liara's like, well, this is what happened. We hope future generations can stop the Reapers this time, and blah, blah, blah. Just like the Protheans did to the humans in Mass Effect 1. You can also trigger that ending which is pretty funny on BioWare's part, by turning around and shooting the Star Child. It triggers that ending too. Even if you like agree to do an ending, you turn around and shoot him, he's like, screw you, I'm out, and then it goes into that ending, which is pretty hilarious, I think. But so I think that ending is pretty cool, actually, but I don't know. It's kind of a shame that they don't really show any of the battle of the universe losing or anything like that, so it's okay, but it's not that great. But I'm really glad they added it, because I really wanted an ending where I could just go, well, screw you, buddy, I'm not picking any of them. But it leaves me to wonder, though, why did the Star Child need Shepard to choose? Because the reason he said, well, this isn't working anymore, blah, 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 my solution's not working, but it did work, because the Reapers still won. And Liara's just like, managed to get a probe hidden on some planet somewhere, saying, well, maybe if you try harder, you can win, people of the future. So his solution Star Child's solution of the Reapers still worked anyway, so I don't know why he even gave Shepard a choice to saying it didn't work. But anyway, so the first time I did it, I said, screw you, buddy, and I got that ending. Then I went back and did the destroy ending, which I originally picked in my playthrough. And they added some more cutscenes where you can see like the Reapers getting destroyed, like on the various planets. Like they show like the Turian planet, them fighting the Reapers and them falling over. And what are Rex's stupid? I can't think of the stupid species name for Rex. Whatever. You say the Krogans. There you go. They show them getting defeating them on their planet. Blah blah blah. But the thing is, you get pretty much those same scenes with slight variations on each one. Like on the synthesis ending, you see them fighting the Reapers, and all of a sudden the Reapers become like friendly to the guys on Earth. And then you cut to like the Krogan planet and the Turian planet, and they all have green eyes all of a sudden because they're half robots now. So you see the same 3 scenes with just slight variations for each ending, which is BioWare doing the exact same thing everyone complained about the first time. And then after that they cut to Joker escaping, which I don't know why, and only in the destruction ending is the ship damaged and he crashes on a planet, and you see like the teams repairing it and it flying away. But in the other two endings, I don't know why the ship would be damaged. Shepard controlling the Reapers shouldn't damage the ship, neither should Synthesis, but the ship like crashes on the planet, and then you still see the crew members getting out, then the ship like flies away again. And then after that, depending on your ending, you get like an epilogue with which they're pretty well done, honestly. And then like the epilogue for the Synthesis ending is like, which is supposedly the best ending, is like, well, everyone can live together now in peace and harmony and blah 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 blah, and we're all happy now. We're going to rebuild together. And then Shepard's controlling the Reapers. He uses the Reapers to help rebuild like everything. So that's kind of cool, I guess. Same with the and the Destroy ending. It's like, well, the Reapers are gone. Good luck, guys. And you hope that Geth don't reappear. Interestingly enough, they were like complaining about the Geth problem and showing pictures of the Geth in my voiceover thing, even though I had destroyed the Geth in the game, which didn't really make sense. And it's all interspersed with like random images of people. And then you get the like the wall of dead people names. It was Liara in my game. I guess it's your love interest or whatever adds a name on there. They like put Shepard on the wall and they're like, we'll always remember him or her, blah blah blah. And then it cuts to the credits, and then you get the father and son or whatever going, did that all really happen? Yeah, so it's basically the same. So while BioWare did expand on all the endings and made them a lot better, there's still a lot of plot holes that really are kind of silly, and I still don't like the idea of you play these 3 games, each game's like 40, 50 hours long, you might replay them, so you have 100 hours easily in each game, only to introduce a brand new character in the last 5 minutes. That's just silly, I think. It's also a bit silly that I don't even know how this was a 2 gigabyte download. It's added like 5 minutes of cutscenes for each ending, but the 5 minutes are all slight variations on each other, like for the different endings. So, but yeah, whatever. So I'm glad BioWare did this, but it's really hard to get back into it after not playing it for 3 months. But yeah, they definitely should have had this ending, the extended version endings, in the game when it launched. I have no idea why they didn't. They would have been at least acceptable. I mean, they're okay, they're not amazing, but I could at least live with them if they were available when the game launched. So those are my thoughts about the extended edition DLC. While there is some plot holes, it's okay. I can live with it, I guess. So anyway, it's been Jacob6875, and thanks for watching.